Hi, my name is Lisa, and I have decided to start doing video. Something to do, and I am a Christian, and I like to read my Bible. I like to study my Bible, and the first thing that I wanted to start talking about is, well, food. Food, like food. I love food. And this is crazy. I've been seeing so much about food. I've been looking it up. It's just crazy. So, I have several things that I study with. I have lots of books on the shelf over there, and I have a small Bible that I can use easily for my reference. And this is my big main Bible, and I love it. It is my holy Bible. It's a really old Bible. It's published in 1959, I think it said, and I just don't make Bibles anymore because it still has all the pictures in it. It has maps in the back. It's got an index, a concordance, a dictionary. It's got everything. I wish they would still make Bibles like this because this is awesome. And I love using this more than ever. My phone, I have like an offline Bible on there, which is the exact same edition as far as the wording goes. It's just like my 1959 Bible. It's awesome. So I actually will look up my verses on there because it is a little more safer, because this one's so old, worn, and torn that I just want to save it and preserve it as much as I can. I wish I could fix it somehow, some way. A miracle. Okay. But anyways, getting into this food thing is just so amazing, you know, and I've been contemplating on whether I should become like a vegetarian or something, because I just don't feel good when I eat a lot of meat anymore. And then knowing all that slimy stuff that they're putting into it, and I forget what they call that, pink slime, whatever, and you know, they don't take good care of the animals. You know, they're not, you know, the Bible does say that, you know, unless the food is like the land animals, unless they are like vegetarians, then they're not very being taken care of, very healthy or anything like that. So I'm contemplating on that. I'm not too sure. I think I probably will go that way. It does say, I can find the verse now because I'm like so disorganized. This is the first time I'm doing video of anything like this. It's kind of exciting and really nervous at the same time. It is Leviticus 11:3. So I'm going to go there, and I am going to share with you what it says. It's all the way to the beginning of the Bible, and it is, see, chapter 11 and the 3rd verse, and this will tell us what we can eat. Oh, what you are to look for as far as land meat goes, land animals, I should say. Okay, so Leviticus 11:3 says, "Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud, among the beasts that shall ye eat," which means you or me or whoever wants to eat. These are the only types. Okay, so now I've looked online, got a list of everything. So exciting. So I'm going to try this and we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, meat to eat. Buffalo, ox, sheep, goat, deer, gazelle, roebuck, the wild goat, the ibex, I have no idea what these are, antelope, the mountain sheep, hart, and lamb. Now, actually, I've been eating lamb recently. I've made meatloaf with lamb, and I would just, on the top of it, instead of putting ketchup, I put thick and hearty A1 sauce, and it was just delicious. So try it. You will like it. Recently, I've made spaghetti with lamb, and lamb kind of has a lingering taste to it, like a real long aftertaste, kind of like onion does. So I actually will eat raw onion with it, like on the side, and it's not bad. Lamb, I guess, is an acquired taste, but it really isn't bad. Obviously, it's a lot healthier for you because it doesn't share a lot of the same fatty that beef does, I guess. So it just, I've never heard these ox. I think I've heard of ox, but I'm not really familiar with ox. Gazelle, not familiar with at all. Roebuck, no, I've heard that name before, but I'm not familiar as far as animal goes. Goat, wild goat. Don't think I've even had goat before. I have no clue what it is. Antelope I've heard of and never knew we could eat that. The mountain sheep, a regular sheep. See, now sheep and lamb. I've not tried sheep. For some reason, I'm thinking lamb has something to do with sheep. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that one up. Heart, I've never even heard of that is. I don't even know what that is either. But, it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. I just really, but because of the land animals and the way they're just being abused and mistreated, I don't know. I'm still contemplating and going vegetarian. I'm still working on that though, because growing up on meat, you just get so used to it. But I suppose that, like any other addiction, is mind over matter, right? So pray for me on that, okay? I appreciate that. Fish. Here we go. Here's our good one. Fish, 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 fish. Long list I had. I could not believe it. A lot of it. Now, I used to live in Las Vegas, and I had someone take me to a seafood buffet that they had, and I swear this place had so many different fish. I mean, I'd never heard of this fish before. It was crazy. It was so good. Talk about delectable seafood. I mean, I like Red Lobster's motto, seafood differently. And I love seafood. Not really good at cooking a whole lot of it, but I will learn because I do want to eat more because I do know it's healthier. And I don't know if you're going to be writing these down. Fish, I have a whole bunch. Wow. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start naming these all off. I'll say it a little bit slow so you can try and keep up if you're writing it down. If not, you can just replay the video later. But I mean, there's just so many of these fish I've never even heard of either. It's crazy. Okay, so here we go. Albacore. Anchovy. Never heard of that. Barracuda. Alright. Bass. I've heard of. Not barracuda, I've heard of, but I don't remember ever trying it. Now, all that fish I tried at the seafood buffet, I probably did try that's on here, and I just don't realize it. But as far as I can remember, I'm just going to say yay or nay if I tried it. Anchovy, no. Barracuda, no. Bass, I think I've tried years and years and years ago. Blackfish, never heard of. Bowfin, don't know. Buffalo, don't think so. Carp, I think I've heard of that. I'm not sure if I had that. Characin, not sure about that one. Cod, definitely had. Cod I usually used to have at Long John Silver's, and it was pretty good. I love the breading they put on their food at Long John Silver's. Great fast food restaurant. Croaker, never heard of that. Darter, never heard of that. Flounder, I've had flounder before. That's really good. Gabby, don't know that one. Grayling, not familiar. Haddock, don't know that one either. Halibut, heard of that one. I think I've tried that one. Herring, I think I've had that one before. Jack, I think I've heard of it. I'm not really sure. Mackerel, heard of that. Don't remember if I've had that before. Minnow, I think I've had that. Moon eye, never heard of. Mullet, I think I've heard of that. I'm not really sure in that one. Needlefish, no, never heard of that. Perch, I remember perch, and I was really shocked to see that because I've not heard of that in so many years. I remember going fishing with my grandpa when I was like yay high, and we would catch the fish, and he would just sit there and prepare the fish right then and there, make a fire, and we'd eat it right then and there. And I remember that. I remember I liked it too, and I'm pretty sure it was perch. I'm not quite, I mean, don't quote me on that, but I do remember fishing. I miss those old times. Pike I've not heard of. Salmon I've had. Salmon's pretty good. Pilchards. We eat them all the time because it's actually sardines for those, and I love sardines, especially the ones in mustard sauce. Got to have it. I don't really like the sardines in oil. I prefer them in water though. Shad, never heard of. Silverside, never heard of that one either. Smelt, don't think I've heard of that one. Snapper I've heard of. I'm not sure. I don't remember if I had that one. Sole, think I've heard of that. Don't think I've had it. Sucker, no, not heard of that one. List goes on. Not too much more though. Bluefish, not heard of that one. Sunfish, not heard of that one. Surffish, not heard of that one. Tarpons, kind of sounds familiar. I don't think I know too much about that though. Trout, heard of that one. Had that. Tuna, heard that one. Had that one. Weak fish, never heard of it. Whitefish, I think I've had before. Red snapper, heard of. I don't think I've had that one. Yellow, can't read that. Yellowfish, yellowfish. Yeah, because there's whitefish and then yellowfish. Okay, yellowfish. So, I don't think I've had that one. And that's it for all the fish that we can for sure eat. It doesn't, I don't think there's really anything in the Bible actually. I mean, it does say that anything with fins and scales that we're allowed to eat as far as fish goes. Anything that's in the water. So, and these, I guess, through studies, this is what they've come up with. So I'd like to try some of these fish actually, because I do love seafood. So I do want to check out. I don't even think they have anything like fish. I doubt it. Let's see. I'm just checking real quick. Oh, fish. That's right. Belly of the Great Fish. I wonder who was in there. Okay, have prepared a great fish. So, okay, so there's two in that one. Let's check my big eyeball. Actually, okay. So I'm looking up in the concordance. I like the concordance better in here because it gives you the actual definition, meaning, a story, and where you could find reference in the Bible. So I love it. Love it. Okay, let's go way back to the F's. E and an F. Look up fish. So I like this because it seems to have a lot more in the older Bibles. They just seem to have more heart and soul. That's how they put and look it up, and more than they do in the newer ones. I mean, they're both actually King James versions. But sometimes they just don't have the heart and soul in the new ones like they do here. And I just like studying with this a lot better. This will give reference by the verses as to where this one doesn't. So that's why I still use this one. Oh, see, fish. Look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 references. You see what I mean? I mean, in here they give the reference, but not in the Bible, actually, like most newer Bibles do now. See, now in this one, there's only two references for fish, and in this old Bible, it has 12, 13. Okay, 13 references. Why does this one only have 2? See what I mean? That's why I like on this one, because I can get more in depth with the studying, and I love it. So let's see which ones. Oh, 4, 2. Huh. So this one actually don't have this one. This one has 1 John 4:19. Love him because he fish. Oh no, oh, sorry, look under first. Down here, John 1:17. You know what? Oh, Jonah. That's one. Oh, that's Jonah. Sorry, my bad. I hate when that happens. Okay, I'm learning just like everybody else. Still learning. 1:17. And Matthew 12:40. That's not my big one. Check it out. Okay. I have to. Alright. But anyways, you know what? Let's go ahead and look that one up since it's not in my big Bible. Matthew 12:40. Okay. Matthew. First book of the New Covenant, New Testament. Matthew 12:40. Okay, we're going to go to 12:40. Let's see what it says. I'm surprised it's not in this one. Alright. As far as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly. Oh, spoiler alert there. So shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. That's what it was in. It speaks about somebody being in the belly of a fish. It doesn't really speak about the fish itself. And that's what we want. So that makes me want to look up Jonah. Oh. Alright. Okay, it's going haywire on me. It just went to blank, so I need to do it the old fashioned. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay. So. What am I looking for? Jonah, right, thanks. Okay, Jonah. Oh, there we go. Jonah. Towards the end of the Old Testament. Or, yeah, right. Getting close to the New Testament. Jonah 1:17. Last verse in the first chapter. Now the Lord has prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. Oh, pretty much the same as the first one read. Okay. See, and that's from the newer Bible. It doesn't speak about eating the fish. It speaks about Jonah being in the fish, and that's not what I want. So, okay, so we're just gonna. Since there's a lot, we won't go through that. So I'm only gonna do this for a half hour at a time for my videos until I get more used to this and get more comfortable. And so we did land animals and we did fish. So what's left? Fowl. Alright. We are going to do fowl. Do I have fowl? I do. Wow, okay. I thought I lost it for a second. Who's that? No, just kidding. Okay. Alright. Now, out of all the birds, which is called fowl, that we can eat, there's only 2 exceptions, and that would be the pigeon and the dove. Cannot touch those. Alright. All the fowls that we can eat. Here we go. Ready? Would be chicken, pheasant, quail. Now quail, I think I've heard of it. It's like I've heard of it, but I've not ever heard of it. Pheasant, I'm not too familiar with. Partridge. Alright, remember the Partridge Family? It's the only time I've ever heard that name. It's Partridge. Grays, never heard of that. Turkey, we all know. Duck, we all know. Geese, we've heard of. Never thought we could eat geese. Swan, didn't know we could eat that either. And all songbirds. All songbirds, which I was kind of shocked to see. I mean, because songbirds are the little tiny things, you know, the birds you hear singing out in the morning, you know, singing you love songs, singing you good morning. And, you know, we could eat those little tiny things. I don't think I could. No, don't think I could. You know, I'll just let that one go because that just kind of grosses me out. You know, the things that you wouldn't think. You know, and it surprised me because even for the seafood, and tuna is one of them that we can't eat. And I just, you know, and as much as we get along with dolphins and know that we can eat them, I have an issue with that. You know, it's like other countries don't have dogs as pets because they eat dogs. See, and we here in America, we don't eat dog. It's because it's just inhumane, I guess, to us, you know. And I don't know, I guess I'm becoming, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I have a hard time eating tuna, you know, because we've come a long way with dolphins, and they actually are so intelligent, quite intelligent actually. Some of them are more intelligent than some humans, you know. And I just love watching dolphins, you know. And I guess, you know, the more we eat tuna, the less dolphins we're going to see. So I don't think I want to support that part anymore. I don't think I want to eat tuna. You know, chicken, I can learn. I might still stick with that because we all know that. And turkey, I eat so much turkey. This Thanksgiving, I don't even have a taste. I don't even like turkey anymore. You know, if it's there and I am hungry, I probably would eat it. You know, maybe put like kill it with gravy or something. It might work. But the other seafoods, I think you know, I'm gonna see about this vegetarian stuff. We'll see. You know, we'll just play day by day with me. Okay. So, okay, I might be able to cut this a little short today because the list was actually a wee bit shorter than I thought. But there is so much, you know. I think that we should try and work harder at going by the word, because in order for us to show a good example to other people and trying to bring them to the Lord as ourselves are, that we need to set a better example. And if we have addictions like smoking or drinking or drugging, and you know, we're not really setting a good example of saying, you know, well, you should be by the Lord, you know, okay, you know. And you know, it's hard. It's really, really hard. You know, I just quit smoking actually myself about four months ago, and then I had appendicitis surgery. I had to have it removed, so I slipped for a whole month. I went back to smoking, and surprisingly, I was able to quit. And I quit the first time, cold turkey, no gum, no whatever it is that they have on the market, and it was hard. You know, I just got so mad, and I just cried out to the Lord. I yelled at Him, and God is an amazing God. I'm nothing without Him. You know, I praise His glorious name each and every single day. And honest to God, that is the truth, because I want to go to heaven, and I try so hard. You know, and surprisingly, when I slipped for that month, I was able to quit again. Cold turkey, just went back. So, to prove my point that, no matter where you are in life or what you're doing or whatever addictions that you may have, you can overcome them. Just as Jesus has overcome this world, you can do this. You got this. God's got your back. So don't be afraid, So you fail, big deal. We Christians are always gonna sometimes slip and fall. It happens. Life happens. Get over it. It doesn't mean you stop being a Christian. It's just a speed bump. Get over that speed bump. Keep moving. Keep pushing on. We just gotta keep going for it. God forgives you, so forgive yourself. Let it go. Keep going. Don't let don't be like, oh, well, I slipped, oh, well, screw this, I'm just going back to my old life, and that's never going to happen, because once you start doing that, you're going to be so miserable, because once you accepted God into your heart, He's there. You don't have a choice. You're stuck with Him. So if you try to go back to your old life, there's no there. Even though the desires of the flesh are still going to be there, it's going to be hard to get through those. You're no longer part of that life anymore. Because you're going to feel so out of place and feel like a third wheel around those kind of people. You're really going to start looking at people like, okay, not my cup of tea anymore. Time to move this way. They're going down this path. You're not going down this path. You hit that fork in the road and you made the right decision by going down God's path. So keep on. Just, don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about what people think about you, because they're just not to that point. They're not, they don't understand God the way you do now. So, now that you've accepted Christ into your life, He's amazing. He's there for you. He's unconditional. He'll never leave you. You may try to leave Him, but He'll never leave you. Guaranteed. There is nobody who ever in this life form, in mortal life, is ever going to love you unconditionally like the Father does. Ever. Just know that. And you can have God use you to bring others to Christ as someone has done to you. We just got to keep sharing and loving everybody. And just, stay healthy. Take care of yourself, because God can't help you unless you help yourself. And if you don't take care of His temple, because, in case you haven't realize that your body does not belong to you, it belongs to God, because Jesus died on the cross. He sacrificed Himself for you and the body that you have. So take better care of it. Get off the salt, get off the sugar, anything white rice, white sugar, white flour, white bread, anything. Start getting off bad stuff. I'm even working on this stuff, so I'm not perfect. I want us to all work on this together. So I'm going to keep trying and give these types of messages, if I can encourage with a word or two, maybe 10,000 words or even a couple words, stay healthy. Just keep praying about it. It's not going to be easy. It's not always that hard. Thank God every day. Thank Him. Whatever you do in the glory of God. Thank Him for everything you have. Don't thank Him for everything you have, because it's not about what you want. It is about what you already have, what you've already accomplished. God has given you things, and if He wanted you to have what somebody else has, then He makes sure it happens, that you receive it. So just praise Him. I can't praise God enough. I am so grateful to Him for all that He has done for me. And just read the Bible daily. I do have to encourage that. Even if it's just one verse a day, you will learn to read it every day. Because we always have a list that we have, and God wants to be first on the list, and He may not always be first, but as long as He's on that list, keep Him on that list daily. I can't emphasize on that enough. So I'm going to try and do these videos for half hour. I'll start out maybe once a week, or if I feel up to it, maybe more, maybe later on. But until we meet again, I want to say God bless you. Be blessed, be safe, be well. Okay, Jesus loves you. God bless you, and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.